Yo, Vinny, can you believe these Mets? Pretty nasty if you ask me. They're coming for the gabagoo. What's up, guys? It's your boy LAJ back at it again with another video. So check it out. This one's gonna be a little bit off like my realm. So I'm not gonna dive too deep into this. It's just little things that I saw. So basically, it's gonna be about the Mets and kind of the historic run they're having. How did they get here, and what's going on? Are they a threat? We'll get into that. So stay tuned.
Produce this funny moment. These adults doing the right thing, trying to give it to a kid. The kid takes it.
The Mets were more than a laughingstock this year. You could pretty much say they were a slum buster. At one point, their coach, Mickey Callaway, was going to get into a fight with a random reporter from The Athletic. And that would have pretty much, I guess, ended that. But, you know, calm heads came together and they finished that out. But they've gone from that to contenders. If you guys don't believe me, I'll give you guys some things that I've been noticing. Look, everyone's watching the Dodgers and the historic run they're having, and just the unprecedented journey they're taking to get to where they're at right now. But the wild card schematic is set up where the Cubs and Nationals and the Cardinals are constantly flip-flopping among each other for the division and the wild card spot. But don't look now. Here comes the Mets. This is what I'm talking. This is where I'm getting into and why all of a sudden I'm interested and intrigued in the Mets.
And JD drives one toward the left field corner, and the Mets win it! Conforto comes home with a winning run. JD.
I'm gonna give a quick shout out to Marvin, one of the co-hosts that we had in the podcast. He's one of the guys that chose the Mets before the season even began. We all had like a little kind of like screw around, see what team would be like a dark horse and would emerge and I don't think he expected the offense to be as good as they were, because last year Jacob DeGrom had about 12 games where the Mets couldn't even score one run for him, and he ended up losing those games. Unfortunate and pathetic, but no, we're past that. So shout out Marvin for that one. So how did the Mets get here? Here's one thing that pops out to me. On June 18th, they called a team meeting. And that team meeting was the fourth one of the year. The one play that stood out from that was Robert Gesselman. He spoke out on the Daily News, and here's a quote. It was a game after a 10-2 win versus the Braves, and he said, "We all came together, had a good talk, and I think that brought us together, brought us up, brought some energy today, and you see, when we have energy, we play well." Later on, he added, "When we bring energy, we are unstoppable." So, leading up to the trade deadline this year, there was no second deadline, the waiver deadline after July. So, everyone expected the Mets to be sellers, and one of their pieces was going to be Noah Syndergaard. You know, he was joking on Twitter saying, "I'm still here, and you know, I don't know what's going on." He's out of the loop. We all kind of got shook when the Mets weren't sellers, and they ended up going and picking up Marcus Stroman. And they went and gave life to Joe Panic and Wilmer Font, two players that were thought to be done. This Mets team, to me, reminds me of the 2013 Dodgers. And if you guys don't remember those 2013 Dodgers, they were real nasty in the second half. But what happened to the Dodgers in 2013 that I'm resembling to the current 2019 Mets team? Well, let's dive into that. One big participant in the reason why the Dodgers in 2013 just blew up is the emergence of Yasiel Puig. He made his debut on June 3rd, and right off the bat, he brought that energy. Who is that player for the Mets right now? Pretty sure it's going to be Pete Alonso. He already broke the rookie home run record, which Cody Bellinger just set 2 years ago, and he's already on pace to hit 50 this year as a rookie. Hanley Ramirez, the day after, on June 4th, was activated from the disabled list. Rajai Davis was recalled. Joe Panic and Wilmer Font were given a second opportunity. That could be another spark. As for the pitching, Kershaw started 33 games and he posted a 1.83 ERA. DeGrom, through 25, has a 2.61. The number two, respectively, for each team at the time and currently Greinke at 28 starts had a 2.63 ERA. And Noah Syndergaard, after 24 starts this year, which surprisingly to me, he's healthy, he's at I would respect a 3.86. We all know what Ryu's done this year. No doubt Cy Young winner. There's no competition there. But his first year was in 2013. And after 30 starts, he posted a 3-point ERA. Well, respectable, very, very good for first time in the major leagues. Now, Marcus Stroman, you could say he's kind of struggling, adjusting to a new team, new division, new league, but this is his home team, and so far, I would say for what it's worth, in 4 games he's posted a 4.58, so he hasn't cracked under the pressure of the New York Lights. In the pen, though, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Had J.P. Howell, who posted a 2.03 ERA, and a young Paco Rodriguez, who posted a 2.32. Two solid guys right out of the pen. For the Mets, right now, they have a good Justin Wilson, who's posting a 2.39, and a Seth Lugo with 3.25, a good number. And the only problem that I'm seeing is the Dodgers, their savior in 2013, their closer was Kenley Jensen. He had 28 saves and posted a 1.88 ERA. Right now, Gesselman and Diaz have split time in between, mostly Diaz. And you can't really compare those two guys. I mean, you can't compare Diaz and Kenley Jensen at the time, especially because Kenley Jensen was just on a completely different level as he is right now, which is a struggle. That's a topic for another day. So now let's dive in a little bit more deeper into these analytics and these stats. So the Dodgers, the furthest they were behind was on June 22nd, and they were behind 9.5 games. The Mets, they were 14.5 games back up until July 14th. The Dodgers finished with 8 walk-off wins. The Mets yesterday just had their 5th walk-off win.
And JD drives one toward the left field corner, and the Mets win it! Conforto comes home with a winning run! JD...
So, the Dodgers, the moment Yasiel Puig arrived to when they took first place, they went on a 28-15 run. They finished that season 69-40. The second half of the season, or after the emergence of Yasiel Puig, they finished 69-40 and that was their first of their consecutive National League Division West Championship titles. As of July 14th, the Mets are on a 25-9 run with 211 runs scored to only allowing 152. That's crazy numbers right there. So here's the thing. I'm not ruling out the Mets because just like the 2013 Dodgers, they made quick work of the Braves. Now, for me personally, obviously I'm a Dodger fan. I don't want that to happen if the Mets do make the wild card because that would eventually mean they face the Dodgers, and I don't want to see them pull the Dodgers out of the World Series contention and win it this year. I don't want to see that. And with that being said, let's digest, let's discuss. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think about the Mets. Do you think they're for real? And if so, are they going towards the top of the food chain? I'm your boy LAJ. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the other channels on social media. It'll be in the links. And I'll see you guys next time.